So when Patrice first approached me about us working together, I was beyond excited. Because many years ago, when Patrice and I first met, we both talked about having clothing lines. And I started mine, closed mine down, and here she is starting hers. And so just to see her dream come to fruition it just warms my heart more than you all could ever know. We're gonna hear from Patrice about the year in review, as well as the Fashion Incubator, and her participation in the Goldman Sachs 1 Million Black Women program.
So the wall tells the story for me so that I don't have to do a lot of talking tonight. Although I've had time to spend a few minutes with everyone here. And I'm so grateful that you're here. Everyone here was invited for a really intentional reason, which is just to introduce you to this brand and what we're at the brink of doing. It's been a year since I started this company, and this is our first real event. And that was really intentional because it sets a tone for doing some work first, and then talking about what you've done instead of talking about what you plan on doing. And that is really the mindset for Zoe Lowe. The company is a collective more than a company. And each one of you here, for the most part, have influenced me, my business, my mindset, or the company in some way. And that just means the world to me. Aaron's speech was way more technical than mine. And I appreciate that because Aaron does marketing for us, and that's what she's here for. So my approach to this business, to the industry, to this company is working with people that are really great at what they do. So that you can do that and be really great at it, and I can do what I do and be really great at what I do. So I'm gonna pick on a few people in the room tonight just to show you. I invited about 25 people, and counting, there's about 20-ish people here. So already we're staying in stride with being overachievers with data. As Aaron said, I'm about to graduate from a Goldman Sachs incubator program that I was accepted to about 6 months ago. I'll finish at the end of November. From month 1 to month 12, we actually 10x, and my husband was like, say 7x because you gotta count some costs. But 7x. If you look at the actual numbers, it's actually times 10. So that's a huge achievement for us. Should we applaud? No. Yeah. This is not a party and it's not a celebration. It's just although Dawn said it is a celebration. So here's the things that I'm most excited about, okay? So Zoe Lowe has 2 parts. There's an e-commerce side, which you can go visit right now and buy anything that you see in that room. And the brands that we sell are purpose-driven, generally BIPOC-owned brands. So they claim a set. They're something behind it, and it's not just a fast fashion. So fast fashion is like Fashion Nova, which is incredibly successful. They do it well. We're not trying to do that. We're trying to be destination shoppers, people who actually think about the quality, the story, the mission, the vision, the end result. There's like tons and tons of waste every year from clothes, and there's people that make clothes just for that one reason. We want those people. So the other cool thing is the incubator side. So we want brands, like we just mentioned, to have more of a platform, more resources, more community. I hate the word support, but a lot of people use the word. Shut up, Eric. We want people to really kind of like be into this and love it. So every time you connect and touch and see and feel and hear and smell the brand, you're gonna get that from us. We have this amazing graze tray, Black woman-owned brand. All of our team tonight are Black women. we set up a really cool product capture programming with this amazing company called Streets Media. Chris, back here in the back, is the owner of the company. I went through so many iterations of how I thought this thing could work and paid so many photographers the day before product came. I would shoot and then I would get more product the next day. And what do you do? So I was like, Chris, I have this crazy idea. I want to pay you one time for the whole season and you let me come about 3 or 4 times to shoot. He's like, let's do it. Let me bring some of my more junior photographers in to do it. I'm like, yes, now we're all winning, right? That's what this is really about. This is Alexander, he's our videographer tonight. He's amazing and he's getting better and better every time he comes and shoots a product or an event. How did I meet Chris? Through my PR guru, Adra, right? A lot of you here tonight are a product of other relationships, and a lot of you know each other, because this isn't a party tonight. This is a event to connect and learn about the brand, right?
And it's a celebration.
And it's Dawn's celebration. So the other thing that we did that I really love was that we actually kind of like dug into the different parts of what it takes. If you look at like the life cycle of a brand, we got into all of those pieces as well. So just the process of getting a license to sell clothing on a website or in a store is a process. It costs money, you don't know where to start, you don't know what to do next, you have to get your taxes in order, you have to pay fees, you have to do this and that, We did it. So now what does that mean? We can tell other people how to do it and maybe save them some time in doing it and make sure they do it the right way. Or save them a step, you come through and sell on our platform with us. And now we're both makeable. So that's the whole goal, is to have everybody that touches the business and 3 degrees of separation beyond that, like be able to make money, enjoy our resources, and have some fun doing it. On top of the Goldman Sachs program, we won a pitch contest this year. We attended trade shows. I went to college with the lady in pink here. Her name's Shanta. We both went to school together, and she's always been like aesthetically genius to me. So when I was struggling with like a process, I would call her, and at first I would just call her. She didn't know why. She was like, what's going on? And I was like, well, I have this thing. And she's like, oh my God, let's do this. And now she's like one of my go-to people who's also going to be on our board. So that's the next thing that we have going on. We're building out our advisory board and a team of experts to support brands that want to come through. To make sure that once they launch, we're not falling into the stigma and the bad reputation that Black-owned brands have. How many of you have shopped from a Black-owned brand before? How many of you went back to the same Black-owned brand multiple times?
Me.
Not as many hands are up. I don't count, Kiza. So if you have one, that difference in the first hand raise and the second hand raise, we need to change, because it's just a matter of customer experience and product quality, straight up.
And investment in supportive dollars and capital and access to capital.
Those things impact customer experience and product quality. So we need all of those things to do this. And it sounds kind of dreamy, but I had a really cool conversation with Chanel a few minutes ago, who owns Food Dre and is also the founder of, okay, so Chanel's the founder of the Black on Wine Experience Festival, and also someone who I met through Adra, and she also has her own vodka brand called Food Dre. So we were talking about how like 25% of the people want to know what Food Dre is about. It has this really beautiful bottle that some people think looks like a Grammy, and they might keep them and collect them. Other people throw it away after they're done because the bottle and the liquor is gone. So, but her money is going to come from the people that throw it away. Her community and her like energy and her love and the wherewithal to keep going is going to come from the people that care about what she's doing and the resources that she needs and all those things. So that's really what I'm trying to get, because I feel like it's too dreamy to think like all Black people, let's come together and make some money and support each other. It's not going to happen. But a small number of us with the same mindset, we can actually make some waves. So that's really like what I'm here for. A few of you are already in the business, in the industry, doing great things. And I just hope we can kind of, continue doing that together. Thank you all so much for coming.